I have hiked hundreds of miles and spent countless nights in Dyneema tents like the Tarp Tent Double Rainbow LI and the Zpacks Offset Duo. But was I brainwashed by the YouTubers telling me that Dyneema is king? Or have I missed out on other tents out there with amazing features because of my bias? Well, in this video, I'm going to be spending multiple nights in my first non-Dyneema tent to see if I've been missing out. Rewind to pre-Appalachian Trail me, and I was glued to every YouTube video on backpacking like a gear junkie. And YouTubers convinced me that Dyneema ultra lightweight fabric produced tents that were lighter than air. So I didn't buy one, I bought two. I had to know what they were like, so first I got a Tarp Tent Double Rainbow LI, a semi-freestanding Dyneema tent that's easy to pitch, quite roomy, but yet it didn't quite scratch that itch. So I decided on a trekking pole tent, even though I don't use trekking poles. So I got the Zpacks Offset Duo and I used it on the entire Appalachian Trail. It's a little bit difficult to pitch, but once you get it right, it works every single time, and it's got plenty of room. And I got to camp in some of the most beautiful places while I was hiking, but there was just one problem. You see, their single wall design always had me laying in my tent, wishing that I could see the stars in the sky. So, have I been sleeping on other ultralight tents this entire time? You see, ultralight backpackers are a riot. Dyneema is their gospel. Some of them will even ditch tent stakes because they get dirty, and dirt is too heavy. They'd see me hauling this 2-pound, 15-ounce tent and think that it's a castle and I'm the court jester. But for a non-Dyneema sub 3-pound tent, you can call me the king of the forest. Here is the Big Agnes Tigerwall UL3, my Dyneema Challenger. It's 2 pounds and 15 ounces, light enough for my wannabe ultralight soul, but not quite Dyneema featherweight. It's got solution-dyed polyester, an IPX4 waterproofing, DAC poles, and color-coded buckles for easy rainfly attachment. And on those nights I can go with no rainfly, it's stargazing central. Now they call it a 3-person tent, but you'd have to be a sardine with 3 20-inch pads to get 3 people in here. Setup is easy. The DAC featherlight poles and the tip lock buckles connect smooth and easy. And this no rainfly mode is a game changer. No more Dyneema walls blocking my view. Now the Tigerwall UL3's floor space is 38 square feet. There's 66 inches at the head, 60 inches at the feet, more than enough room for 2 pads, or for me, my wife, and Leo. But 3 people? I'm not so sure about that. Now the UL3's vestibules are gear patios, enough room to store your pack, your shoes, or any other gear that you'd like to keep outside of the tent. Now let's talk storage. This thing has a 3D mesh mezzanine up here that you can store all of your gear, as well as a pocket on the head side and 2 pockets for other gear that you'd like to keep stored inside of the tent. Now let's get into the pros and cons. Now what I love, the stargazing is unreal. Dyneema hid the sky, but this is a night star show. I also love the ample room and storage options to keep me organized inside my tent, and setup is nice and easy. But now the downside. If poly gets wet, you do have to carry a little bit of extra water weight. It also doesn't set up rainfly first, so if I did have to set up in the rain, the inside of the tent is most likely to get wet during setup. That's why it would suck to set this thing up in the rain. Oh yeah, and it's definitely not a 3-person tent. I would call it a 2+. So was I brainwashed by the Dyneema hype? Well, after hundreds of miles, I still love my Zpacks Offset Duo. But this Tigerwall UL3 with its 38 square feet of floor space gives me lots of room to stretch out and some beautiful starry nights. Now I'm not ditching Dyneema, but this tent's got my gear junkie heart fluttering. So, are you team Dyneema? Are you poly open-minded? Comment down below and we'll see you guys on the next one. They'd see me hauling this 2-pound, 15-ounce tent and think that it's a castle and I'm the court jester. That was so stupid.